Okay, another we did have another internet interruption, believe it or not. And this time it took a while to come back. Mm, Can't believe it. And we are live again. As always, it was cheaper to add just one line, continued one, instead of creating the new episode. We are continuing. We are experimenting a lot of interruptions. But we are going to finish this application anyway. All of this in spite of all of this, in the grace of above Lord. And since we opened this series of images, one related with the new episode continuation, we did have just another interruption, but we are still live, even with this new internet interruption. We are still live. So we have this guy, and we have this guy. We already made this drawing. If you want to take a look at the details, go to the previous episode. And we want to find this. There's going to be some point. And then we draw another series, another image. No, series of images. Here. So this point is this one. And we said that if we have some radius, okay, this is a straight line right here. And if we have some radius to find this guy, then we will have something like this. All right, we are not, we don't want this. So at this point, I think it becomes a little bit crazy. So we don't want this. So what we need to do is we we are targeting to have this rotation. Oh, that's great. This. Okay. Okay. Straight line. Okay. We want this rotation. So we need to start from here instead. These guys, these two guys are this point. When in fact we want, yeah, in fact we want this. We want this point, right? But if we only have this radius, I'll make the rotation calculation. We are going to arrive here. We don't want that. We don't want that. So we need to add this little guy over here, this little distance. Add to this guy. Look at this. Here. Then do the rotation. Ah, right here. Right? That's we need to do this. Uh, Note to myself, I need to bring water to my desktop over here, a table over here, in order to avoid wanting to go up down to the kitchen instead, because I don't want to pause this or to make you wait even more. We already had a lot of interruptions. We were procrastinating with our plans for the near future, and we are procrastinating again about the water. So we need to find. We have this guy. We have ways to find this guy. But we need this little guy over here. How can we do that? Let's calculate this point, right? Let's calculate. Let's make precise this point. Let's specify this point. Let's specify the coordinates of this point. Okay. Oh my God, what's this? And let's erase. We have this arrow. We're going to call. We have this guy, and we're going to call this guy XY. I didn't share all the plans because I have a lot of things written here that I'm going to tackle. Some of them will be dismissed, but a lot of things are going to be implemented. A lot of this stuff. So, no, a lot of this stuff. Let us see how I arrive here. We have 9 minutes already. I arrived here at 7:45 p.m. For 1 hour, we have been with this internet nonsense and this chatting, right? So we have those tasks that we're going to implement, and I will coming up with more tasks. Okay, so I don't. Okay, so we have this guy, this fellow. Remember, this is in the corner now. Let's find this guy. Coordinates. Uh, so we are like we did have another internet interruption, or we are live. Yes. You know what? The connection was interrupted. I don't know if we are live anymore, to be honest. I'm going to click here and copy this. Going to Opera. Maybe Vivaldi will do the job. But right now, this is a little bit as I go in real life. So real life, but it's a little bit cumbersome, to have these constant interruptions. Like, what is this internet anyway? Okay, and I am becoming thirsty for all these nonsense. So we have x plus, this x is this guy over here, plus, you know what, I'm drinking any water. So I'm going to change colors. But first, I'm going to drink some water, but I'm not going to interrupt this. Uh, but it has been too much for you. Let's do this quickly and then I will drink all the water. All right, so we have x. We can change color. So we have this with our two. We can use the diagonal here or two. We are not doing that. Then we have eighth, which is y, this guy, plus eighth over two. Okay, now we have this guy over here. Now we are looking, and now we need this guy. So we have this fellow. We have this guy, and then we need yet another calculation. So we are going to call this guy P. Not P, O. Yeah, oh, this guy is O. It is the name of these coordinates. We have two B's. Well, now these people are how do you say, real time viewers? Maybe this YouTube need another column. Live viewers, they are ahead of time. They do have live viewers. We don't have any live viewers, but we did. Eventually, two fellows came over here. So this is great. Imagine having a number here, any number, one, for example, an integer, of course, natural number, a natural number over here. Then we will be saying, "Oh my God, there is one person watching the video live, and we can interact with the person, asking questions." The person will be saying, "Why are you doing this?" We don't care. Spending some minutes answering because we still have too much wasted time in these videos, like these 40 minutes. And now we have been, well, 17 minutes. It's a lot of time. It's 8. 8. It's 8:49. So we are calling this O. So now we are tackling this point. So if this is O, maybe this is going to change. We are just making baby steps towards the final solution. When the thing is tomorrow with the straight edge and trying more angles, what happens if we are at 45 degrees and the user being at this wants to rotate? How can we, how are we going to find this number? Most likely we are going to save the rotation in a map, in a data structure. We will take a look at some JavaScript data structures available. We're going to store the rotation, rotate again, grab the point in the x axis, and then rotate again. And we will have a lot of fun. Maybe all this year with this application. It doesn't matter. And besides, we are having a lot of interruptions. So remember what we did in the past. And here is the geometry book, 1989, 2020, 30 years for a book to hit the market. One of the best books on elementary geometry, if not the best book on elementary geometry. I think that will be the number one book for non-mathematicians. Your first step. That can be a big time book. I'm telling you, especially for people like me. And we have been with this application for 3 months. So we're here, not even here. We had 30 years to hit the market with the application. We are not rushing. Okay, so let's find this. Y will be the same. So we are lucky. This one like C, a great letter, which I need to review, the Greek alphabet. Uh, how can we find this fellow? Well, look at this. This is the hay over here. So this is the hay. This guy. This little section is the hay. You are making like this. And over this distance, we want to grab this little guy. So it will be uh, OX plus height, which is here. Over 2, we can store this guy in a variable. A lot of calculations. Then once we have this, we are going to call this A big one. O prime, no big one. Let's call it. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We need to. Once we have this, which is here, we need to make a rotation. We'll calculate this point with this. And how can we do that? Well, we have the radius. The radius is still width over 2. The radius is still width over 2. And then we are going to apply cosine and sine, and we will have this guy. We can translate to this guy. Uh, Translate. We are going to translate over here. We are not going to translate in here. Uh, we are calculating this guy. Then we are going to calculate this guy with this. Then we are going to translate this point. Do the calculations to have this fellow over here. Store the numbers. Do the rotation. And draw the rectangle. That's it. We're going to save this. And to write sine instead of sine c. Well, since this is abbreviated, this is also c. And we are done. I'm really thirsty. I need to drink some water. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. Just wait for me 1 minute. We're back. Oh man, I just realized it's 9 o'clock. I would like to hurry up because I want to be idle for half an hour. Even when this entire day I was idle. I want to be idle for half an hour and then play the guitar because it will be intense. And then sleep. My website collapsed when private. Yeah, well, I would also like to update. Maybe I will share with you an entire day with you. A day with Caleb, and do a lot of stuff. Do some Java programming, do some JavaScript programming, do some book reading, guitar playing, maybe eating with you, having meal with you. That would be great. An entire day. Okay, let's open this. And look how beautiful it looks like. This is half built. Uh, let's open Debian. I cannot believe we are half an hour. It wasn't our, our it was not ourselves. This is not our blame. We are not to blame. It's the internet. Uh, I wanted for this to be finished by now and then be idle for half an hour and then start playing the guitar at 9 p.m. instead and then sleep. I don't like wasting people's time. What are you doing? Oh, God. This thing is downloading something. By the way, this reminds me that there are entire teams working on these projects on Java, on whatever technology you're trying to learn. So if you find yourself trying to learn everything Kubernetes, Docker, I don't know, all the things they ask, you can say, hey, you want me to learn like the work of millions? No, not millions, thousands of people? Uh, what kind of life is that? Dennis Ritchie didn't get to learn all of that. You are requested to do that. Why do you like this? And no one is pointing a gun in your head, so maybe you will be doing your readings and all the technologies that they want to. And maybe check the technologies that they will be requesting in 2026 and be ahead of the curve and, read everything upfront because you want to be ready, you want to be on the market. Or maybe you want to focus. I don't know, I am an employee. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm not in the position to say a lot of things. But maybe you would like to write applications, which I'm not doing. I'm not writing applications. This is like some sort of 2 hours. Well paid, thousands of software engineers working on these projects, and you, one person trying to learn all of the things they have produced in years. It took them years. So you need an opportunity. A job is an opportunity. What you need is an opportunity. Then you can learn all the things they do in your team. But then you like this stuff and maybe you want to learn ahead of time. I was doing that in the past. Some people criticize me that you're reading about the Swift programming language and you're not going to use Swift in any of the projects. I said, yes, I'm doing that. How cool is that? I was in that. So I know what I'm talking to you. But I didn't. But I like learning and I like discovering new things. But at the same time, I have this uh, job in mind, maybe this career uh, exploration. Mm, I think it was a cool thing that I did. But I never became a Swiss developer. But it was, I know it was a good thing. Okay, so we have a lot of this. I don't know. This is too much for me. We are going to uh, comment this. So we are again at this guy over here. No more orange rectangle. Now we are going to oh my God. We are going to encode. We are going to code these drawings. So we need these guys. We need this guy. Let's not do any more parameter hardcoding. Let's declare const x. I don't know. Maybe there is another x over here, so I don't want to shadow these variables. Current x, current y. This is for the no, let's call it x and see if the console throws some errors. So x is 200. So y is 100. I don't remember. Most likely, JavaScript does not have tuples like Haskell. So they say use an object and freeze the object. Oh my God. Oh my God. And someone will say JavaScript maybe is waiting for your contribution Philip. Implement tuples for JavaScript. And stop the complaining. I sometimes maybe it's a good thing to do instead of pointing fingers. What is easier to criticize? When I love JavaScript, I like JavaScript from the very beginning. Uh, I was always seeing this language. So, okay, this language is a little bit, I don't know, but still it has something, but it's a little bit, I don't know. And then that happened again to me with Scala. Uh, great programming languages. There's another topic that I like. Maybe come up with something. I don't know, more like a toy project. Okay, we have X, Y. Uh, let's encode width and height. This is where Python really shines. I was about to write this because I want to code this thing. I don't want, this is why Python is the champion in the artificial intelligence area. These researchers from AI, they don't give a damn about types, about software engineering, craftsmanship of the software. They want their algorithms as fast as possible to be code and to be prototyped. I don't have experience working with those researchers. I just imagining that that's the way because some humans are like that. They get exasperated. They don't want obstacles. They don't want anything to be in their way, in the middle. Let me do this. Don't please don't add more complexity. And I was to write this. This is Python. This is legal Python. But guess what? Uh, we get to say const or let. But then they suffer and they need to translate Python into Java. So I will recommend Scala instead. But the people in the Scala community, they always want to go towards this functional programming, which is even more thinking. It adds more thinking design or design thinking into the mix. So maybe they will want to relax their functional thing and say use Scala in whatever fashion you like, right? Here's a beautiful language, for beautiful programming language, Scala 3. Scala 3. Do your prototypes, do your algorithms, your drawings, do it with the Scala. Don't think on functional. Don't think functional. You are a researcher. There will be people translating those into monads or something else. They will be having the benefits of no mutation or the concurrency, which is very necessary. Scala shines on those areas. But these people doing this stuff, they really want to see if their ideas work right away. Uh, so Scala is a great option if you forget about a little bit of the functional programming, unless you are really acquainted with the paradigm, and then you do it as a second nature. You do functional programming as a second nature. But most of the time, you will be, believe me, you will be doing imperative uh, programming, even in those languages. If you are not designing libraries. Hey, okay, so we have this great. Now let's uh, encode these coordinates of this O point. Why do we want the O point? We are not going to translate. We can go directly here without the O point. You know how the X plus base over 2 and then y. This is not y. This is not y. Maybe this is oy. Well, it's not y by itself. Y by itself it is at this level. So it is oy, which is here. We can go directly here. Well, now let's have this thing. Const. Oh, center of turn. CTX. Oh my God, we have a context variable. C term. C terms, which is x plus width over 2. You can do your table of precedence. Turn y, which is y. Most likely we don't need this, but here we are. Then we want this. Uh, uh, in fact, the center of rotation is this, not this. The center of turn is this. So we will have to call this mid x and mid y. Maybe more great names. We should be doing this. We should be hard coding parameters and doing all of this with the strategy. So here we are. And then now send C turn. It is mid x plus x over 2. We need this variable. We have a and then mid y, which is mid y. Mm, 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 mm. And the radius is width over 2. Yeah, we need uh, these these variables. We are using it too much. Just using them. To be honest, I don't know why I'm doing this. I am unemployed. Maybe I am crazy. I am unemployed. I have been unemployed for 3 years now. Uh, People are asking. I am a Java developer, and people are asking about Spring all the time. I haven't read too much of Spring. I have some training on Spring, and I have touched some Spring projects. I don't have the Spring knowledge at the top of my head. The annotations they are asking for. Um, so maybe at some point I say to myself, why am I doing this anyway? I should be reading about Spring and memorizing all the Spring related stuff. I don't know what's wrong with me, honestly. I think I should learn Spring on the job, as Leslie Lamport said. And that thing, what Leslie Lamport said. So I say to myself, I justify these things as as some sort of I am doing this for people to have geometry as the palm of their mobile devices. Well, I don't know. It's very deep inside my brain. I'm just escaping from the fact that I don't want to learn what the employers want. I don't know. This for me is very satisfying doing this little math. It's very rewarding, more than any microservice that I can write, more than any REST service consumption. This is for me like, oh my God, I'm doing this. Maybe it's nothing for you, but for me, it's like, it's very rewarding, it's very satisfying, it's fulfillment. Uh, this makes me feel good, and the other things, I don't know. I can do that. I enjoy programming with services too. I can do that, but I think it's more mechanical, but it's great. We will take a look at those topics using Elixir and the Phoenix Web Framework. So we add some fun, right? Some discovery for our brains. So these neurotransmitters gets activated with the exploration, with the discovery, with the learning. Well, we will be doing some uh, creating some web applications in that area, but with Elixir and the Phoenix Web Framework. So we don't feel like, oh my God, why am I doing this? Well, we will be saying, okay, we are learning the Phoenix Web Framework. We are taking a look at Phoenix Web Framework because it is a great web framework with a different philosophy. Well, it has the benefit of the time that has passed. And let's continue with this with, after the nonsense. Well, maybe we should explore more computer graphics. But these things takes forever. And whenever I see these things, I think we can spend the entire day with this stuff. I don't know what other mathematics enables you to do with computer graphics. Just these things, very simple for you, uh, enables you to rotate a figure. So imagine what other mathematics how can enable you to do something else. And we will be exploring that area too. And then mm, I don't know. So we have this, and the radius is width over two, which is here. Of radius. Okay, now what we need to do is to translate to this point. But we have this. Maybe this was already commented. We are going to translate the thing over here, which is C to X, C to Y. And then we are going to, now we are here. We need to calculate this point, which is here. Y minus because the 90 is here. So we need this guy. The thing is inverted for canvas. The radius is this guy. No more 75 radius. Minus radius. Should we times? Uh, we'll see. We need to multiply. And then we need to translate to this point, which is here. And then we need to rotate. Then we need to different color. I don't want to use orange because we have, so people can say, oh, maybe there's a trick. If the people is like me, the people will say, so this guy is making a trick. Maybe you're right. Oh, we have the colors, the names of it. What color should we wear? Red? No. Maroon? No. Aqua teal? No. Fuchsia? Looks like no. Purple. Like salmon, crimson, red, fiery. So the background is black. So pink, light pink. Let's go with light pink. Yeah, magenta. Yeah, let's go with magenta. Magenta. I don't know how to say it. Magenta, 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 and then fill this rect, and we have this transform. We need to draw the rectangle, actually. Do you think it's going to work? This is width. I don't know. What do you guys think is going to happen? Look, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Like, I can't believe it. I'm going to fall. I'm going to dismay. This thing, so say, is this guy for real? Is this guy crazy? No, I don't think so. Uh, this is, I don't know. I feel like, oh my God. I'm very happy. Mathematics can make you happy. And people from the past, maybe all the guys that came before. By the way, why are not inviting more women to mathematics and science and arts and all the areas of life? That's a pending task, uh, uh, you know? So anyway, so everybody has equal opportunity, as Steve Jobs said. So anyway, this is great. Seeing this, there is a lot of things beneath this little drawing. People who build the, who design the Canvas API, the people that work in the HTML standards, the JavaScript programming language, all the thousands of people that have written the web browser technology, and just for us to arrive and say, let's try some trigonometry and see the thing working. A lot of people, the people that build the computers, the electronics, the guys from the logicians that made that made that possible at the beginning. Thousands of people working. Now we are here. We are very happy. Very. I feel grateful for those people that really engaged in the past in a honest, intellectual way to pursue for the truth and the progress of the human race. So people like me can arrive. People, feel happy about drawing a rectangle. Feel happy by drawing a rectangle. People like me, and there are other people that have other needs in other circumstances that they will be happy by drawing a character, a letter, learning how to read for the first time if they are adults that they were neglected in the basic education. How they will experiment the world with this new skill, right? So I will continue with this application and then do uh, some shorts on geometry. So maybe somewhere, someone in some future say, okay, I'm going to grab my phone and I will do some lines, right? A lot of people. So this person, oh my God, this is a configuration. I never thought I will be able to see this. All right. So thank you very much. Thank you very much to everybody. Okay, I'm feeling grateful because that's a good thing to do. I'll see you tomorrow with the real deal with the strategy and then extracting functions from this. So our code is modularized. For the time being, thank you very much.